The Unbeatable Alexander, why Alexander the Great never lost a battle. One of the most wonderful, amazing, and truly miraculous qualities of a person is the ability not to give up. Someone once said, a diamond is a piece of coal that has withstood a lot of pressure. This idea can also be expressed in another way: a great person is an ordinary person who has gone through a great trial. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. What matters is how many times you decide to get back up. These words belong to Vince Lombardi, one of the most outstanding coaches in the history of American football. In his biography, it is told how once, during his first meeting with a new team, Lombardi asked the players, "Have any of you ever heard anything about the Spartans?" "Yes, we've heard something. They were great warriors," the players answered. "And do you know why they were great? Because they never gave up." "Have you heard anything about Alexander the Great?" "Yes, we have. He's a famous military leader. He never lost a battle." One player responded. "And why didn't he lose a battle?" The coach asked and was about to answer, but someone from the football players beat him to it, because he never gave up. "That's right," said the coach and asked again, "And how do you think, has anyone outside of our state heard of the Green Bay Packers football team?" That was the name of this team. The football players started to shrug uncertainly. "Most likely not," the coach said quietly and, after a short pause, almost shouted, "And now answer, not to me, but to yourselves, why?" That's how Vince Lombardi, skillfully inspiring and motivating his charges, made them achieve the impossible. It is no coincidence that during his entire coaching career, the teams he led won 74% of their matches, an absolute record among coaches in the National Football League. Of course, it's great to have such a wise mentor. But life is not a game of soccer, and very often we can't find someone who can support us with a strong shoulder or a kind word. And then we have to make a choice: either give up and admit defeat or continue the fight. And if we suddenly dare to take another step forward, following the call of our heart or for some other reason, then, real miracles begin. At the end of the First World War, a wounded soldier was brought to a field hospital from the front lines. The soldier had a strange name, Tarama. His condition was terrible, his entire body was like a sieve from the numerous shrapnel wounds. And the doctors, recognizing that his case was hopeless, transferred him to the death ward. The doctors spoke openly about this, assuming that the soldier couldn't hear them. Then, Tarama later recalled, "Something rose up in me. I gritted my teeth, and I had only one thought: you must stay alive, you won't die, you don't feel any pain," and so on. I repeated this to myself an infinite number of times, until this thought entered my flesh and blood so deeply that I finally stopped feeling any pain. I don't know how it happened, but something incredible happened. The doctors shook their heads in bewilderment. My condition began to improve day by day. That's how I stayed alive, only with the help of willpower. 2 months later, in one of the Vienna hospitals, I underwent a small operation without general anesthesia or even local anesthesia. All I needed was self-hypnosis. And when I fully recovered, I developed my own system of overcoming myself and went so far in this respect that I don't even experience suffering if I don't want to experience it. Later on, Tarama became a famous circus artist. If he had decided to give up then, the miracle would not have happened. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and never give up.